Hello, good morning. Monday morning, February 1st on our Mindful Monday. So let's see who is on and joining me on a Monday. And for those of you who have been consistently joining me on Monday, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you can share me where you are coming, where are you from? And I'm sure it's either a daytime or a nighttime for you, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just making sure that I am live and everyone's able to see me. Oh my goodness, I see so many people here. I see Jen, I see Rodney, I see Angela, I see Joanne. Oh, fellow Canadian. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone can hear my voice.
Where you are coming
Yes,
from,
everyone can hear my voice. Hello, hello, everyone. Good morning. I see Michelle from Virginia Beach. I see, this is a hard one. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Cartrazena, Zena. If I pronounce it wrong, my apologies, because people call my name wrong all the time. I have 5 different ways to call my name. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Taru. Hi, Yapnuki. Oh, from Malaysia. Hi, Philadelphia. Hi, Sarah from Singapore. Oh, good morning. Ooh, hi, Ida from Hong Kong. Well, we have a lot of Asia representatives this morning, too. Hi, Kimberly from Colorado. Oh, Colorado. You know, if ever there's a time where I can travel, I would love to go there because for those of you who don't know, which I shared with you last week, was I love snowboarding. And I always dream about going there to snowboard. One day it is. So happy Monday. So for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Sosan. I am a dietitian, certified diabetes educator, as well as TIA's director of training. So welcome to our TIA's Mindful Monday. So I know it's kind of interesting how I end up talking about Mindful Monday, being my background is a dietitian. You probably think about me talking about nutrition all the time. So we decided to spin it around and for me to talk about Mindful Monday. In fact, when I, with my prior practice, I'm working with thousands and thousands of clients. I can tell you, I spent a lot of time in talking about the mindset coaching because I actually find that if I can help my clients in the mindset coaching in the right space, the nutrition and the advice just comes so naturally and they actually implement. But if the mindset was not in the right space, I can give them the best plan. And I always tell my clients, I can give you the perfect plan. And if you're not in the right mindset, the plan doesn't work for you. Right? It's same as TL is amazing program. Transition Lifestyle System is amazing program, but we really need to get our mindset in the right place. And today, guess what I'm talking about? So last Thursday, when we did ATL's overview to share you our second half of the 28 days of weight loss, which we are doing the 30-day jumpstart program. So for those of you who have not yet tuned in, please check out our YouTube. We actually upload the video every time when we do a live here. We actually save it. We upload in the YouTube. So by all means, send it to your friends, send it to your family, send it to your client, customer, whoever they are. Have them join us for February 8th, which we are starting the 30-day jumpstart. So in that overview, one of the things that I talk about was time management versus energy management. I thought, okay, you know what? Let's talk more about it. So let's start out by saying that I am a totally type A personality. I admit it, I'm a type A personality. I fit as much as I can fit in. So let me describe with you my history and how I came about with this whole energy management and how it has helped my clients so much. So in the past, when I graduated from university, I wanted to pay off my my university tuition debt, and I really want to pay off in a year. I had this very ambitious goal. I want to pay off in a year. I don't understand why at that time. I just want that year. I just want to pay off in a year. That was my goal. I was so hyper focused. Guess how many jobs I had when I graduated from university so I can pay off 5 years? Sorry, I want to pay off in a year of my university debts for the whole 4 years when I was in university. I had 5 jobs. 5 jobs. Okay. And you said, how is that possible? Yes, it is possible. I was teaching on the weekend. I was teaching at Centennial College in the evening. And on top of that, I was a casual dietitian for a nursing home on the weekends and weekdays whenever the dietitian was off on the 5 nursing homes that are across Toronto at that time. So that's why I was able to fit in 5 jobs. And I wanted it because I was so hyper focused into getting it done. And when you're young, you graduated, you're so motivated, you have that energy. You just go, 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 go. And I fit it all in. I talked to my boss and said, you know what? I have to be done at this time because I need to rush to another job. And think about it. I just graduated. I have no money. So I was actually bussing around Toronto. I didn't have a car to drive from one place to another. So my timing has to be to the exact. I don't even have any extra time to squeeze. And at that time, you have all that energy. You said you just go, 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 go. And it's funny, after a while, you start to, when I finally hit the point where I was able to pay off my debt in 1 year, I was like, okay, great. Let's move on to the next goal. So I've always been very goal oriented, and that has always propelled me forward. However, as you age, you notice that the time you start to question and say, I used to be really good at time management. What happened? I noticed that I'm not as productive. And being a type A personality, knowing that I'm not as productive really, really bothers me. And I'm always looking for ways to be more productive. I try to squeeze in more than 24 hours in a day. How many of you are like me? You know what? You say, oh my goodness, if only I can have an extra an hour, if I only have extra 5 hours. How many of you are that way? I was thinking that way. So, if only I have extra 3 hours, I could have fit that in. I could have done that. And on top of that, guess what I did? That's absolutely no. It's totally opposite of what I do for myself right now. Is that I never prioritize sleep. I eat healthy. I kept myself active, but I never prioritized sleep because I was young, right? I have all the energy, and I thought sleep was a waste of time. I really did, and I apologize. Now you can ask me with the pillars of health: healthy eating, keeping yourself active, building muscle, sleep, stress management. I can tell you, I prioritize sleep more than anything because I can tell a huge difference. And as you age, you can tell a difference. When you're young, you felt you can conquer the world, but you really create a lot of adrenal fatigue. And that's why a lot of people got into burnout. So here I am talking to you about this is because I want to paint that picture that I've been there, done that. I've seen a lot of my clients. Like I said before, I work in downtown Toronto. I work with executives, with bankers, with hedge fund manager, with lawyers and accountants. They are busy individual. And that's why we work so well together, because I'm type A personality. I get them completely. So we click right there. And they always ask me, Sosan, I wanted to do all that, but I'm always so exhausted. And I'm always wondering, how could these people who are so on top of their game are so exhausted to take care of their health? And I realized something is that we were so busy and hyper focused on time management when, in fact, when I was first introduced to the term called energy management, it was a turnaround. It was energy management. And it makes so much sense because time management, when you think about it, we only have 24 hours in a day, right? Doesn't matter if you are wealthier, not wealthy, when you're smart or not so good in any other, or if you are like able to what we call multitask, we only have 24 hours in a day. Nothing add, nothing subtract. It's very fair and we have that. But how we use that 24 hours really depends not on your time management, but on your energy management. Okay, so when I said that is sometimes you can spend hours to complete a task. And sometimes when you felt like you can focus, don't you notice that when you're doing certain tasks and when you can focus, you can get it done in say half an hour or an hour. Or sometimes when you feel like you're very tired, you couldn't focus, you probably take 2 or 3 hours to complete a task, isn't it? So is it more of a time management issue or more of an energy management issue? In that case, I'm sure it's very obvious it is a energy management issues. So because once I understand that concept, I was like, yes, how can I manage my energy? And goes back to, I'm going to provide you some tips to managing your energy. So before I provide you some tips to managing your energy, let's start up with understanding of energy. And that's number one thing that I would suggest for you to do is what we call, you know how we do a time audit? In this case, I will encourage you to do an energy audit. Actually audit your energy level. So some people are morning person. In the morning, they wake up, like they may wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning and they are ready to go. And some people are night owl, right? Where they are much more effective or productive in the evening, but they are actually very drained in the morning. So ask yourself to do what we call an energy audit from the moment you woke up to the moment you slept. Like write down like how you're, and you grab it and you can see that it goes up and down, or it may goes up and start going down, or it goes down, start low and going up high. Understand how your energy natural is will help you understand to fit the most, what we call, like, in our life, there are work that we don't like to do, but we need to do it. Then guess what? You don't fit that work when you're lowest in energy. You fit in that work when you're highest in energy, because you are able to be hyper focused. Okay. So for myself, I love to do presentation. That's what I love to do. I get energy from that. So I probably can do it when I'm low in my energy and can still manage. However, I have to tell you, I don't like writing. Writing is not my thing. I rather talk than writing. So if I were to write, let's suppose that I'm supposed to write 3 articles. Guess when I will write it? I write it when I has the most energy. I don't write it when I have the least energy, because I don't even want to do it. So this goes back to, that's why first is do your energy audit to know when you are highest in energy and when you're lowest in energy, and slot the thing in those time frame, because even when you're lowest in energy, you know that you're more likely to complete certain tasks that are easy to you. When you're highest energy, do tasks that are challenging to you, or not your favorite thing to do, because you're more likely to complete it in a timely manner. Right? So that's why I said do your energy audit. Second is understand how we create energy. All right. In TL's transition lifestyle system, one of the things is what we call about is what low glycemic impact eating. Why low glycemic impact eating is very important, because that blood sugar, right? When we go to blood sugar ups and down, and when we have these fluctuation, we have those draining. So when we go up, we feel high. We go, oh my God, I have so much energy. And when our blood sugars drop, we start to feel very, very tired. So to prevent the outside, what's the external factor to make us feel tired? Well, I said external factor is our food, right? The way we eat. So that's why eating a low glycemic impact eating, a lot of people said the side effect from aside from weight loss is that I have so much more energy. Why? It's because when your blood sugar is even Steven, your energy level is much more sustainable and much more like it had a higher, longer duration. So that means when you were doing your energy audit, you notice that you maintain that higher energy for a longer period of time. And what does that mean? You gain more energy. What does that mean? You gain more time to do your work, right? Does that make sense? So like, I'll give you another example. When I suggest to my clients, okay, you know what, let's start to incorporate some exercise. And you said, I'm so tired, Roseanne. I'm just so tired. I don't feel like exercise. I just wanted to sit in my like couch, like flip on my TV, watching maybe YouTube or watching Netflix or watching whatever it is, or surfing the internet, right? How many of you feel like I'm always so busy doing all the work, but you always caught yourself surfing the internet? Okay. And a lot of people say, I don't, but we do. Okay. And that's why I actually have I have an app in my phone to see how much time I was on my social media. And I was quite surprised for a person who was not a social media person. I was on a lot longer than I expected. And this is why we often find ourselves wasting time on social media without even noticing, because time passed by so quickly because we're in that zone. That is the same thing as if I can put you doing exercise and you're in that zone where you finish that exercise, you said, wow, I thought I only did 10 minutes when in fact you did 30 minutes. Wouldn't that be amazing? And this is why when we keep our energy even and Steven, we're much more sustainable. Guess what? We suddenly had that elevated energy for us to say, let's try that workout. Let's try that challenge. Let's do this. Maybe do do an extra squat here and there. Maybe do an extra push-up here and there, because I have the energy. But when you're feeling tired, even though you might have 2 hours to spare, I'm not talking about exaggeration, 2 hours to spare, you were like, I don't feel like doing it. How many people feel exactly like what I just told you, what I just said? You just don't feel like doing it because you don't feel great. You're tired, right? So instead of blaming, how come I'm always so tired? How come I couldn't work out like other people? How come I cannot keep myself active? Instead of blaming that, ask yourself, what can I do to increase my energy? Because when you increase your energy, you naturally move. It's a human body. It's a human nature, right? How many people start moving and feeling tired at the same time? I really want you, like, if we were right now, okay, I cannot jump up and down because my laptop would be up and down, and you might see me up and down, which is not good. But if we were to do an exercise, if you were to do jump up and down, like let's suppose jumping jack, okay, or do some dance movement, you ask yourself, even for 1 minute, not even 5 minutes, ask yourself how your energy is. I can guarantee your energy is like go up the roof, like through up the roof. You will go up. Your energy will be go up right there. Why? Is movement give you energy. But to motivate yourself to do that movement, that's where the low glycemic impact eating is. And this is why we tie everything together. So when you follow a low glycemic impact eating, whatever menu plan you decide to be on, whether it's sure and steady, rapid result, fat shredder, or 30-day jumpstart, that will give your blood sugar even see. So you have that energy, that you have a sustainable energy. Okay, aside from the fat burning part, let's talk about energy focus here. But that energy to keep you moving and doing the exercise. Okay, so number one, I said before, energy audit. Number two, ask yourself how you can regain energy. And that is what we call low glycemic impact eating. And number three, to keep that energy through the roof is movement. But you cannot do the exercise without having the energy to say, I can do this, I can do this, I can move my body, I can just do 1 more minute. And that's why the third to sustain that energy is movement. Okay, last but not least is that mental energy. And why mental energy is, I often say the morning sets the tone of the day. My morning becomes so important. I can tell you that if my morning would start off incorrectly or not the way I planned it or in my routine, my whole day changes dramatically, and I've become very aware of it. I used to be go. I wasn't really taking the time to be aware of it. Once I start to be aware of my morning routine, how it impacts the rest of my day, my morning routine becomes such an important task that my husband knows. Like every morning, I must go through like a series of things for me to feel like, okay, I've done this part. Now I'm ready to conquer the world. Like I literally felt that way. So that's why, and a lot of people say, oh, I heard people who wake up at 5 a.m. and they do like half an hour meditation. They do gratitude journal. Then they go out for exercise and say, I'm a mom of 2 or I'm a mom of 4. I don't have that kind of time. You're right. I'm a mom of 2. I don't really have that kind of time too, because sometimes your kids didn't cooperate with you. They might wake up in the middle of the night. They might wake up earlier than you wanted to. Then guess what? Your whole morning routine could change. And this is why I suggest for you to do when you do your morning routine is write a routine that you know you can manage, that you can actually implement. Don't do a routine that X, Y, and Z was so good at doing it that help her. Don't do another routine that, for example, don't follow my routine. Don't follow Melanie's routine. We all have a different routine because we all have a different lifestyle. We all have different requirements. We all have different needs, right? I have 2 kids in the morning, and I have 2 kids who are young kids. So if I have an older kid, it might be a different type of routine. So with my 2 younger kids, I understand that my morning is very short. I don't have, honestly, if I'm lucky, I have the hour. If not, 30 minutes. I ask myself, what can I pack in a 30 minute consistently on a daily basis? Remember about last week when I talked about consistency? This is the commitment. I'm committing to my morning routine and I'm consistent on that. And once I'm committing and consistent on that, it becomes a game changer. It's constant. I can tell you what a night and day it is in my energy management, just starting that morning routine the way I can do it. Okay, don't create a morning routine that someone else can do it. That person is not you. That person is not living your life. Okay, you create a routine. Okay, so it could be, for me, honestly, do I have 30 minutes for meditation? Oh no, I don't have morning, and I honestly don't have that patience for 30-minute meditation. I know myself too well. So how long is my meditation? Honestly, 5 minutes. That 5 minutes, for me, my mind tends to wander around. So when I did that 5-minute meditation, I do it 1 or 2 ways. Number 1, I do deep breathing. I focus on breathing. I focus on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I actually count my breathing so that I'm not thinking anything else. So I find that works for me. Second, I can try visualization. I visualize how my day that I would like to be. because I'm able to visualize and able to focus on that one, I guess, visual picture. It helped me to stay focused for 5 minutes. And all I ask is 5 minutes. If I have more time, I can do 10 minutes, but I only ask myself 5 minutes. Remember, I need to create a morning routine that works for me, that I am committed and consistent and I'm able to do it. There's no point doing a routine that you know you can never do it. Then you're setting up yourself for failure. And what happened when you set yourself for failure? You beat yourself to it. You think that you know what, I can never do it. Then you're going that vicious cycle about beating yourself and you never give it a chance. So I always say, create a routine that works for you. So I do a 5-minute meditation. I always start off in the morning, right, with 3 things that I'm grateful for. Every morning, I start off with 3 things I'm grateful for. Then I do my 5-minute meditation. Then when I did my 5-minute meditation, literally the morning is this. I woke up, I would go and quickly change. I need to change right away because that sets the tone for me is I'm going to do some movement. Then I write 3 things that I'm grateful for very quickly. We're not doing a writing article. I'm just write 3 things I'm grateful for. Then I did a 5-minute meditation. Then I'm on to my workout. And my workout, depending on the time, I usually do about, say, 10, 15, 20 minutes, okay? There are other times when I know that morning I woke up a bit earlier, my kids didn't have school that day, then I might extend to about half an hour, sometimes 45 minutes, but it's very rare to be 45 minutes because I know my routine. I just want to get it done, okay? And I know I need to at least have some sort of routine to get it done. And once I do that, I felt amazing because what I did something that makes me feel good mentally, which is the gratitude journal. I did something to calm my mind to start the setup of the day and to visualization, which is where if you have a dream board, I'm a huge fan of dream board. I visualize that too. And number 3, I did some movement to increase my energy further. And that's why I gone from not liking morning to loving morning. And that's all because of these 3 things. And it all started with me realizing that time management does not work. Why? Because it's static. We only have 24 hours in a day. But energy management is flexible. It's how you use your energy, and you realize you can get so much more done in a day because you have much more energy. So I want to summarize about my today's topic, and for you to do some homework because I really want you to benefit from this. Is let's do the energy audit. Okay, so energy audit really today, right out from this morning when you wake up to now, track your energy. When are you feeling the highest? What were you doing at that time? Then you can start to relate how these 2 are connected together. Second is what? Eating a low glycemic impact eating so that your blood sugar is even, Steven, so your energy level is sustained. After your energy level is sustained, do some movement because when you move your body, you change your mood, you change your mind, right? And last but not least is have a morning routine. Whether it's short or long, set it as a commit to that morning routine and create that morning routine that works for you. No one else but you. Okay, so I can't wait for you to do it and to share in our Facebook page right here and say, I did it. I noticed it is a game changer. I really want you to see that because it was a game changer for me. Because after doing that, I realized this was so great because at the end of the day, am I still having a very busy schedule? Yes, but I felt so much better at the end of the day. Whereas in the past, I felt draining at the end of the day. I felt I'm constantly catching up time, trying to catch up with time, and you can never catch up with time. Okay, and like I said before, I prioritize my sleep so much. I used to, honestly, I'm going to tell you that, but I felt embarrassed. I used to sleep only 5-6 hours max. Now I can never imagine sleeping less than 7.5 hours because I can tell a huge difference in my energy level, and I never want to drain my energy because I know I'm not going to be productive the way I want my day to be intended because that makes me feel good. And last but not least, before you leave the morning after you brush your teeth, you should do one and last thing, and that makes you feel a whole lot better, and I love doing it, is give yourself a high 5 in the mirror. Doesn't matter how you look like, just give yourself a high 5 and say, you got it, you're worth it. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next Monday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.